for the collective. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everybody had a great week, and I hope this upcoming week is amazing for us all. I do start this with the 23rd Psalm. I recite it 3 times, so if I sound like a broken record, that is why. Welcome to my channel. This is not the tarot card of the day. The tarot card of the day is already posted on this channel, Jamie Zebra 23. I have a second tarot card channel, Jamie Zebra 23 Tarot, and I have a third tarot card channel, Missing in Action Tarot. I post on this channel the most. The second most posted is the Jamie Zebra 23 Tarot, and the third one I post the least, but I do post is Missing in Action Tarot. I do intend for these messages to be positive messages, but occasionally a negative message may come out, and I'm going to share it with you, whether it be good, bad, or ugly. So let's get started. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me, your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my forehead with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Through Jesus' name, amen. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my forehead with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Through Jesus' name, amen. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For you are with me, your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my forehead with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Through Jesus' name, amen. Okay, so I had an amazing week. Very productive, very positive. I'm using my Halloween mug from last year. I can't remember where I got it from. I am drinking tea. This is a different kind of tea. It's like a spicy red one. Orange spice. Orange and spice. Okay, it says it right on there. I was like, wait, what's the name of it? It's orange and spice. It's got like a little bit of like a spicy kick to it. I probably shouldn't be drinking that because it might trigger me to start coughing because of the COVID stuff. Yeah. All right, so I want to get through a lot of decks. I hope everybody's out there doing well. Everybody stay safe. These variants are out of control. I'm putting meditation music on. Here we go. Okay. All right, let's get started. I've got a pile of decks here. I want to use them all, hopefully. In case some of you are new to my channel or you simply just don't recall, I have children, and if they need me, I've got to tend to them, right? Okay. So I'm going to start with the Halloween Oracle. Oh, that's a little bit loud. I'm going to turn down a little bit. So I'm starting with the Halloween Oracle deck. Okay, let's see. Oh, by the way, I just became a Temu partner. So check out my Temu hauls. I've got another 2 that I'm going to release one, I think, today, and then I'm going to release the other one next week. Use the Temu code to get a discount on your orders. All right, let's see. Sunday messages to carry over for the week. For the collective, what do they need to know? Night song, hidden talents. So some of you, your hidden talents have started revealing themselves lately. It's also saying that maybe some of you have leveled up in consciousness. Therefore, certain skills can be opened up. So it's kind of like, for example, Sylvia Brown. Sylvia Brown's gifts didn't fully open or manifest to their highest potential until she was in her 50s. Because certain things you have to go through. Self-esteem issues, if you are if you discriminate, you're at the bottom. You can't elevate. Once you get to oneness where we're all the same, that's when you can be at the highest level of consciousness. But if you are a person that's white people or black people or orange people or green people or those people or poor people or pregnant people, or you just lowered your level of consciousness. So some of you, congratulations, you've leveled up. So now it can unlock a new gift. Congratulations. So now we have Skull of Light, illumination. So yes, so some of you maybe have gone through the dark night of the soul the past 6 months, the past year, past few years, to where if you have a life purpose, you're going to get there. Nothing and nobody can stop you, but sometimes you have to be hindered in order to get there. So let's say, for example, somebody was talking crap about poor people or people without. The universe would then have to cause you to be broke, cause you to have a hardship so that you can now stop judging. Let's say somebody is a racist, racist their whole life. They probably have to have grandchildren that are of the race that they hate for their heart to soften towards a certain type. Just different. So if you're meant to get to a certain level of consciousness and you seem to be stuck in your ways, the universe will certainly hinder you so that you can identify with. If you hate homosexuals, you're most likely going to have homosexual children or people you love that are. And I'm not saying this, it's not a punishment. It's so that you can open up your level of consciousness and stop discriminating. It's not a punishment, but for you to see that you can love, you're capable of loving anyone and anyone's worth loving, right? So that's why I think certain things are happening for you. Okay. And I will tell you guys, with the level of consciousness, you can go up and you can be knocked right back down. So that's why you always have to constantly stay leveled. Constantly, if you see yourself doing negative things, pull back and say, wait a minute. Who is this serving me? Or is this working against me? Am I hurting others or am I uplifting others? And that's a judgment call, right? Okay, so let's see what else. Sunday messages to carry over for the week. So congratulations for those of you that have leveled up in your consciousness. Apple, risk and reward. So for some of you, you may have to close some doors and lock them so that other better doors can open. People may naysay you. People may say, hey, what are you doing? That's just immature, irresponsible. I don't think you should be doing that. Well, sometimes you do have to take a risk in order to get the reward. And that's what you guys are doing. You're putting yourselves out there. This could be you deciding that you want to quit a job of 20 years and start somewhere else fresh, a leap of faith. This could be anything. This could be you being single for so long and then finally being like, you know what? I think I'm ready for love. Maybe you guys are getting married. Maybe you've accepted an engagement. Somebody proposed to you and you've accepted. There's something happening. Maybe some of you were against having children and now you've changed your mind. Whatever this thing is, congratulations, because you guys are taking a leap of faith. It's very easy to be stuck in a safe position. It's so easy. That's the easiest thing to do. Stay where you're at because it's familiar. Whether it's good or bad, stay where you're at because it's there's a sense of safety there, even if it's not safe, even if it's not ideal, even if it's not the best thing for you. At least you know what it is. At least you know the worst that can happen because, you know, you've been there. Totally understandable. Okay, so let's do the past life cards. So this deck can be an indication of what's affecting you in this lifetime. Maybe some vows that you took, maybe some dilemmas, maybe you feeling like you don't belong, or you being very wealthy, or you feeling like you do belong. Whatever this is, and understand that certain ages trigger certain things. So let's say in your last lifetime, you were 26 when a horrific life-changing event took place. Possibly when you're 26 in this lifetime, something triggers something and you're like, whoa, the sky is falling, but yet everything's fine. That could be a past life thing that you need to make peace with, because maybe now in each lifetime, when you reach a certain spot, that's what's going to happen. Same with fear of lack, same with all of that stuff. It can affect you in this lifetime. So let's see. Sunday messages to carry over for the week for the collective. What is it that they need to know right now? Sunday messages for the collective to carry over for the week. What is it that they need to know right now? Love life. Orphan. I'm going to pull one more. Finance. Well, they want to do two more. Finances and persecution and inquisition. And then they want to do one more. Imprisonment or slavery. So these are situations, past life issues that you had. So we're going to go to the passages. We're going to read them. Okay, so we're going to start with love life. Okay, just a moment. Okay, baby. You want more? Okay, I'll give you more. All right, come on, baby. Okay, everyone, I'm back. I'm going to put a timestamp in the comment section. Let me grab a pen or something so I can write the timestamp. Thank you, everyone, for your patience all these years with everything. Okay. It is at 1949. Okay, so back to this. Okay, love life. Let's see. This card comes to you as an indication that your love life is affected by one or more previous lifetimes. Most likely, you had a painful experience back then, and that has caused you to be overly cautious. In such cases, working on yourself can help you reopen your beautiful, loving heart. In that way, you can love and be loved again. It's also likely that this card comes to you as validation that the man or the woman you're romantically interested in was also a prominent person in your past life. This individual may not necessarily have been a romantic partner at the time, but your inclination to connect romantically in this lifetime is definitely a part of a greater plan. So there you have it. Let's do orphan. So yes, if you guys just can't trust people, or it's like, you know, there's a lot of people who have trust issues, but it is saying here that this could be definitely an issue with a past life. Orphan. You drew this card because you had one or more past lives as an orphan. This creating a current life abandonment fear for you. In those lives, you didn't have your mother and father's protection, love, or support. You developed great strength and inner reliance, which continues to help you in this life. However, you may also have developed survival skills that are a double-edged sword. These coping mechanisms help you get by, but also blunt your heart and emotions. Most likely, this card is a reminder to acknowledge that your true mother and father is God. You're also reminded that you have a family of choice consisting of friends and other loved ones, including your pets. In spiritual truth, it's important to be an orphan. Your true heavenly parent is always with you. If you tend to isolate yourself, you may have benefit from seeking compassionate support from 12-Step Emotions Anonymous group or a qualified counselor. I've never heard of that, a 12-step emotional group? Wait, 12-Step Emotions Anonymous group. I want to look that up. Have you guys, write in the comment section if you've ever heard of that. Interesting. They have the 12-step programs for everything. I wonder if they have it for overeaters too. I gotta check that out. Okay, so we have persecution and inquisition. Oh, it's right here. You drew this card as validation of your suspicions. You were accused of witchcraft and being a heathen or other crimes in the past. You suffered greatly as a result of the ensuing persecution, and the fear has carried forward into this lifetime. In the past, your character and behaviors were examined publicly, and you were blamed for crop failures and deaths that had nothing to do with you. Your neighbors and the government said you were casting spells, which was a capital offense. In reality, you were a good-hearted person, as you remain to this day, who had the ability to see into the future and to use energy for healing purposes. That lifetime has made you very sensitive to gossip and rumors. If someone falsely accuses you now, you become fearful and upset, because that's the behavior that led to your painful death in previous lives. You may also be afraid to openly admit that you're still a talented healer and psychic unconsciously. You're keeping your spiritual skills a secret to avoid recreating the pain of the past. To heal from this, know that in this current lifetime, spiritual teachers and healers are revered instead of feared. You agreed to incarnate at this time because your hard-won knowledge from previous lifetimes is indeed needed in this world. And the fact that you're back on earth shows that no one can harm you permanently or prevent you from pursuing your spiritual path. So if this resonates with some of you, that will be your aha moment. Now we have finances. Your relationship with money is being affected by your past life experiences. For instance, you may have had a lifetime of extreme poverty or even wealth. Many people struggle to save money because of other lifetimes involved communal wealth, where the covenant, tribe, or village provided for everyone's needs. In those lifetimes, there was no such thing as individual savings accounts or spending or separate possessions. As a result, you may find that your finances are perplexing and upsetting mystery. Your income may roller coaster up and down until you come to terms with the fact that you're currently incarnated into a Western capitalist society that operates on individualism. To heal this situation, understand that money is merely energy and can be used for good purposes or negative ones. Know that money is in itself neutral. It is what you do with it that matters. Act with intention to help the world through charity and generosity. That is a noble virtue. So yeah, so if some of you are if you spend, or if you're very tight with money, it could have to do with a past life. And that may be causing some upset and some ups and downs. So just be conscious of that. Also, what you can do is you can find different Reiki videos or meditations on YouTube that will help to lift some of that so that you can kind of have a healthy relationship with money and finances. Let's see. Now let's go to imprisonment. Where did that book go? Little book. Oh, there it is. Okay. Come on, cat. Stop knocking everything over. No. Okay. Imprisonment or slavery. This card signifies that you spent time imprisoned or in slavery. Your rights were taken from you as well as your dignity and freedom. You are free now, but you still may harbor fears related to that lifetime. For example, you may feel claustrophobic in confined spaces or airplanes. You may have developed a form of Stockholm syndrome where you feel empathetic towards those who abuse you. On the other hand, your experience can also make you feel exquisitely compassionate towards those who suffer. You may devote yourself to defending the underdogs and bringing more love and justice into this world. To heal any residual fears from that previous lifetime, remember that the details of the past life to loosen the shackles and free yourself from the symptoms. Channel your altruistic feelings and tendencies into helping society. Acts of kindness and compassion heal the individual as well as the world. So yeah, so if you guys do have like a fear of flying, any kind of claustrophobia, I learned something new. This may be an epiphany for some of you. I have a fear of the freeway, of like highways, driving on highways. And I know you guys are like, come off it, Jamie, stop it. You travel all over the United States, driving everywhere under the sun. I do drive on highways, but I have to do some inner work beforehand. But I did not know that that's claustrophobia. Did you guys know that? It's claustrophobia. I can drive anywhere on open roads, dirt roads, back roads, but it's the confined, all the cars beside me and me not being able to control what everybody else does. Feeling out of control. Same with airplanes. I have this fear of okay, how do I get out? How do I get out of here? It's claustrophobia. I did not know that. It's claustrophobia. Oh. I always just called it like a fear of the highway, but it's claustrophobia. I don't have any of these issues on like an elevator, just certain times. So that can also be an indication of past lives where maybe, you know, that's how I passed away, right? Or it could just be claustrophobia. Let's see, or both. Okay, let's go to the next deck. Okay, let's do the life purpose cards from Doreen Virtue. All right, life purpose cards, Doreen Virtue, for the Sunday messages to carry over for the week. I'm still so open for Doreen Virtue to come back and make more cards. I know that sounds selfish, but we need more cards, Doreen. Okay, we have author. You have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed. Make the time to write it. So if some of you are authors or pending authors, or you do have a story, write the story. Music. Your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. And then we have let go. Walk away from the situation in order to resolve it. So for some of you, yes, it's going to be cathartic to you to write this down, to even vlog it, to make, you know, maybe, you know, like the old days, how they had the tape recorder and you could speak into it. Whatever it is that you want to do that. Music, your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. I don't know if you guys know this, but singing can unblock your chakras. Singing raises your vibration, and it also clears negative energy. Even if you sing off key, singing to your favorite music, that definitely clears energy. And then some of you, maybe if you guys were questioning whether or not you should be in the music industry, whether or not you should pursue this, whether or not this would get off the ground, this is encouraging you, yes, to pursue this. And then we have let go. Walk away from this situation in order to resolve it. So sometimes when we try so hard to get something, or we want things to go our way, sometimes we have to just, you know, throw our hat into the race and then back up. You know, and say, you know what, I'm going to let God deal with this. I'm going to let God be, you know, the final decision maker. Whatever is in my highest good, please have it happen. Also, some of you, you can't entertain toxicity. If you know someone's toxic or a situation is toxic, sometimes you can't change people or situations, so you got to just cold turkey it, walk away. If you can. I know some people are married to toxic people. Some people, you know, live with toxic people, so it's harder for you guys to walk away. I get it. Or your parents are toxic. You know, everybody's situation is different, but if you can, walk away from whatever this is. Because it's, you know, you can't resolve it. The universe would have to do that, not you. Now let's see what else. Okay. What is happening here? Okay, there we go. Let's do the Archangel Michael cards. Oh, I love these cards. Okay, Archangel Michael deck. Move all the cards that I used out of the way. Okay. And then we'll do the Earth Warriors next. Okay. Sunday messages to carry over for the week for the collective. Sunday messages to carry over for the week for the collective. Have confidence. Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, please lend me your courage and fortitude. Help me realize that I am one with all that is divine, wisdom, strength, love, creativity, abundance, and health. Allow me to feel confident and peaceful about myself in all ways. Thank you, Archangel Michael. So if some of you are feeling like, oh, I don't have this, or I'm not that, or, you know, oh, I'm just, you know, wilted flower, try to pull out of that, because we're all individuals and we are all unique and special in a different way. I don't want to go there. Yeah, we're all unique and different, and we're all special in our own way. And it's just saying that, you know, you need to love yourself. Don't be concerned about pettiness. Don't be concerned about what anybody else's thought is, because you don't know what the hater's motivation is. You don't know. You don't know what they've been through. You just don't know. Because there's a lot of people that are angry with themselves, or maybe you look like someone who took their woman or took their man. Like, people have their own motivations. People don't like themselves, so therefore they don't like anyone. So have courage and push past. Also, you could do a Reiki for self-esteem and courage. God is in charge. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Prayer. Dear God, please help me let go of this situation, giving it in faith and trust to your divine wisdom and infinite love in order to resolve and heal everything and everyone involved. Dear God, please help me let go of this situation, giving it in faith and trust to your divine wisdom and infinite love in order to resolve and heal everything and everyone involved. Through Jesus' name, amen. So yeah, so some of you, there's something that you can't solve on your own. You need a higher power. There are many things that we can solve on our own because God gave us a brain, arms and legs, you know. Yeah. So we can turn on the faucet and get our own water. We can wash our own dishes. God doesn't need to do that. But in this case, God is in charge, and maybe you needed some assistance. So tell God you're going to step aside and let him step in. You know, like I always tell you guys, do whatever you want, believe what you want. You know, everybody's welcome here. You know, I'm not here to force anybody to believe anything. Whatever you want to do. What I know to be true is what I know to be true, right? So what you know to be true is true. What he knows to be true, what she knows, I'm not trying to change anybody's mind about anything. Do you, right? But every instance where I prayed to God and said, I don't know what to do, please step in and I will accept whatever it is that you decide. Because at this point, I'm at the end of my rope, or there's choices I need to make and I don't know what to do. I need to make the right choice and I don't know. God has stepped in and resolved it. And something else that always happens is if something is not of my highest good, and if it doesn't move as fast as I like, or if it just doesn't pan out, it was not of my highest good. It was not meant for me. And I accept it. I say, thank you, God. Thank you for not letting that happen. Thank you for blocking this, for that. Thank you, because it was not of my highest good. So some of you need to consider all of that. All right, Sunday messages. Decide to be happy now. Archangel Michael. Thank you for helping me open my heart to happiness, joy, and bliss. I am now willing to see all sides of the goodness in my life. Thank you for helping me open my heart to happiness, joy, and bliss. I am now willing to see all of the goodness in my life. So big or small. I don't know if it was last Sunday messages or if it was a tarot card of the day or one of my channels. I'm not sure. But this is what I was talking about. You know, time goes by fast. We have a short time here in the 3D. And each life, let's say if we're lucky enough, let's say we all get 100 years, right? That goes by in the blink of an eye. It was just yesterday that you were a baby, right? It was just yesterday you were a teenager. It was just yesterday you were in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 100. It was just yesterday. Think back to all those times when you thought, I want to get out of here, or this sucks, or I wish things were better. Someday things are going to, think back. Those were the best days of your life, weren't they? So try to be happy now, because you're going to look back in 5 years and say, today was one of the best days of your life. Just living. So just decide to be happy now. Why wait? You know, why wait for a day that's never going to come? There's never going to be a perfect day. There's never going to be a perfect person. There's never going to be. So just be thankful and happy now. Just choose to be thankful for what you have and every situation that you're in. Be thankful. And I know some people measure happiness based on if they won the lottery or if they're a billionaire. I've had so many people message me and say, Jamie, how can I be happy if I've not won the lottery? How can I be happy if I'm not rich? Well, the universe is going to make sure that you never have money. The universe is going to make sure that you're never rich. They're going to make sure. Because your level of consciousness is down there. Anybody who wins the lottery, it's because they deserve to win the lottery. You might not think so. In Binghamton, New York, somebody won the lottery. I think it was in the late 90s or early 2000s. This lady had worked her fingers to the bone her whole life. I believe she was like a seamstress or something. She was spat on and treated like garbage. She was meant to win that lottery ticket. She was meant to win. Yeah. That was karma coming back around. And everybody knew who she was. So just think how all of those people that spat on her and looked down on her and you're nothing, watching her win that lottery was their karma. Yeah. So everything happens as it should. If you are humble and have a grateful heart now, trust and believe me, you'll be rewarded. You might not be rewarded the first day of adversity, but you're going to get rewarded. Sunday messages to carry over for the week. For the collective, what do they need to know right now? Workaholic, okay. Self-worth. Grief. Mysticism. Abundance. Creation. Soulmate. Gossip. Discovery. And bittersweet. So the first thing that pops out at me is some of you have figured out who your soulmate is. And you figured it out, but some of you are like, you're feeling a little bit like bittersweet because maybe it's right person, wrong time, or, you know, you guys are not ready for each other yet, or you feel like you're not ready for the person that you got maybe. I was chewing on a tongue. Okay, so maybe somebody could be locked up. Maybe somebody lives across the world. But some of you have discovered that somebody's your soulmate. I feel like black magic tried to block you from this being revealed. Or somebody lied and blocked, and due to somebody's lies and gossip, it blocked somebody from being, it prolonged somebody from being together. Somebody discovered somebody lied. Somebody discovered somebody lied about a situation. Somebody lied about something and it kind of blocked somebody. So we have here workaholic and self-worth. Some people think that how much you work, how much you slave away is directly linked to self-worth. So it's kind of like, my grandma walked 12 miles in the snow to get to school. That's perseverance, but that shouldn't be your claim to fame. It's unfortunate that happened. So some people are like, I worked my fingers to the bone and I never got more than an hour of sleep in 65 years. So you tortured yourself every day for 65 years. So Spirit just wants for some of you to recognize that what are you really getting out of that? I'm not telling people not to work and not to work. You guys know I say working. I'm a workaholic. But for some people, they feel like, slaving away, being a slave, no comfort is the way to go. Like that means I'm doing something. I'm doing a big one. But it's saying here it causes grief. If your health is at stake, if your mind is at stake, if you're always stressed out, if you're not getting enough sleep, if you're not getting enough nutrients, it's going to lead to something negative, right? So it's just saying here it's bittersweet. Now, mysticism and abundance and creation. Somebody may be saying that you created wealth through black magic. Somebody also could be going to a spiritualist, and the spiritualist could be revealing to them that you're very abundant or you have a lot of money in your future. And it's causing people to gossip about this. Or people are saying, hey, so-and-so said that this person has a lot of money, that they're wealthy, that they're rich, that they did this, that they got that. So there's a lot of gossip about your finances, but also people are going to spiritualists to check in about your finances. Yeah, weird. But yeah, so whoever discovered who their soulmate is, congratulations. All right, now let's move on to another deck. The box was just here. Can I drop it? I don't know where it is. I'll worry about that later. Okay. All right, Sunday messages to carry over for the week. So let's move to the Dorian Virtue Love Angels deck. Sunday messages to carry over for the week for the collective. What do they need to know? Sunday messages for the collective to carry over for the week. What is it that they need to know right now? I'll timestamp it if I have to go again. Okay, what is this card? So we have deception in the reverse. These cards don't have a reverse meaning, but I will say both. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. So somebody may be doing deceitful things, or you don't know everything that there is to know. Now, it came out in the reverse. So maybe some of you are in fear that someone is being deceptive, but they're not. Some of you may be paranoid, and you might think, oh, they're too good to be true. Oh, I'm waiting for the bottom to drop out. They must be up to no good. There could also be someone who knows that they have something going on that if it got revealed to you that you wouldn't be interested. So someone may be waiting to shoot their shot until the coast is clear and everything is cleaned up, so that they don't bring in any messes into a new relationship, so that they don't so they're not starting something on a shaky foundation. I'll timestamp it. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to write down the timestamp. Okay. It is 50:30. Okay. So maybe you guys have trust issues because it's saying this person is not deceptive. Let's see what else. Sunday messages to carry over for the week for the collective. What do they need to know? Engagement in the reverse. These cards flipping out in the reverse. Let's see. And then calling in your soulmate. Getting to know each other in past life relationship. Okay, so here's what's up. Engagement is in the reverse. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So some of you, maybe because you've got trust issues, you may have called off an engagement, or you want to call off an engagement, or you might want to call off a relationship. Yeah, it's saying here that you guys, excuse me, some of you may have had a situation where, like, you're like, maybe it's better if we break up, or, I can't go any further. So there's definitely some bigger issues going on here. I feel like these are hardcore trust issues that's happening. I also feel like for some of you, it's a situation where, sorry guys, 1 second, I'm trying to put on meditation music. Okay. Yeah, to where so now we have here getting to know each other in past life relationship. So you may have had some negative past lives that created trust issues, but it's showing here that this is not that. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And then we have past life relationships. You have known each other before. So this could be, I feel like this is two different things. So if some of you called off an engagement, called off a relationship because of your trust issues, if the person that you walked away from, if they're open to starting over, you may want to reconsider. And this is for people I'm talking to people who broke it off for no reason. A very good relationship that you broke off for absolutely no reason, just because of your issues. You might want to go back and try to, if they're open to it, right? Because now maybe you created trust issues for them. Now, others of you calling in, wait, where's this card? I didn't see this card. I didn't know this card was here. Okay, calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you two together. And then you have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And then we have past life relationship. You have known this person. You have known each other before. So some of you, you've encountered your soulmate, but you guys need to get to know each other better. Yeah, you've known each other before. This is a soulmate connection, but the issue is that there may be trust issues affecting you. So you need to actually get to know this person before you make assumptions. All right, let's move on to another deck. All right, let's do these other decks. Okay, Island Time Wellness. I'm gonna make sure they're upright. And then I cut the cards on soulmate. So soulmate energy is I guess the name of the game for the upcoming week. Okay, looking good. Okay. Sunday messages to carry over for the week for the collective. What do they need to know? For the collective, Sunday messages. What is it that they need to know right now? To carry over for the week. Sunday messages for the collective. Okay, that's too many. Sunday messages to carry over for the week. Acts and not enough. So this could, all of these cards could be, you know, a story together, or these could be separate messages. It's however it fits for you guys. Karmic relationship. Coffee cup. And camera. Let's see what this one is. Phoenix. Okay, so Acts. Breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment, and not enough. Frustrated in a relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, and jealousy. So some of you, there may be a relationship that you want to cut off because it's just not what you thought it was going to be. You're just not getting what you need out of it. And maybe the other person isn't getting what they need out of it. So it's saying here that there could be a breakup, or someone could disappear. Like somebody could be like, okay, you go to work one day, and then when you get home, the person's gone. So something's ending. And then we have mask and karmic relationship. Mask, not showing true feelings, hide, personify, pretend, delude, and gaslighting. And karmic relationship, fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. So for some of you, you guys got with a karmic, you got with a narcissist, you got with someone who, you know, faked it till they made it. And that's why you don't want to be in this anymore. You've decided that you can't do this. Somebody was fake. Somebody, you know, they reeled you in, and then they showed their true colors. So for some of you, you can't continue on with this anymore. It's got to be over. And then we've got coffee cup, meeting, conversation, savoring the moment, uplifting friendship. So for some of you, you might be talking to friends, family about your issues, maybe confiding in someone. And then we have camera, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. So I feel like for some of you, you might be reminiscing about the past person, or the good old days. It is saying learn from the past and make new memories. Make memories, you know, you can still live your life. You know, there is life after this ending, this breakup. There is life after the narcissist. And then we have the Phoenix. New phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. So for some of you, that's what you're doing. You're rising from the ashes like the Phoenix. You're starting over. And this next phase is going to be a better phase than ever before. So be open to this next phase. So let's do the Island Time Wellness, because I know you guys love that deck. Or I mean, the Kipper deck. Oh, and then let's do these two cards too. Make sure everything's upright. Okay, cool. All right. Sunday messages to carry over for the week for the collective. What do they need to know? Sunday messages to carry over for the week for the collective. Misunderstanding. The nurse in unrequited love. Resisting. And reconcile. Love at first sight. Oh, fake death and love at first sight. Okay. Let's see what it is. All right. So we have misunderstanding, misinterpretations, misinformation, ineffective communication. So someone may have said something and then someone interpreted it a certain way when maybe that's not what they meant, or maybe once somebody clarified it, somebody felt like, you know, you lied by omission, or you led me to believe. And then we have the nurse, kindness, loving, and realistic. So I feel like somebody who is kind of got duped a little bit, And let's see. Resisting. Face your heart. Do not follow blindly. So for some of you, you could be resisting confronting someone or resisting someone you're supposed to be with, or you could be resisting making the first move. Oh, resisting because of unrequited love. Unrequited love. Accept the pain, fulfill your needs in other ways. So somebody, interesting. So there could be a situation where maybe some of you feel like somebody wants to be with you, or you feel like they led you to believe that they want a long-term relationship, you know, just because someone's kind, thoughtful. Maybe some of you thought, or maybe somebody thinks this about you, that you're throwing yourselves at them. And someone's like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were just going on dates, or I just thought we were, you know, friends with benefits. Sorry. And then we have reconcile, fake death, and love at first sight. So there could be a situation where someone was maybe on the outs with their partner, but now they're reconciling, and now you feel stupid. And then we have fake death, disguise, concealment, keeping secrets, hidden truths, and love at first sight. I feel like this is a whole story, and this is a different story. So disguise, concealment, keeping secrets, hidden truth, and love at first sight, twin flame, mirror souls. So for some of you, there is someone who knows that you're the one, or there was love at first sight, but they're not telling you. They're not telling you. They may have told other people. They disguise something. They act like they don't care. But there's definitely somebody who is secretly in love with you. It was love at first sight. They know it. They knew it. They'll never stop knowing it. But they can't reveal it. Maybe they're in a relationship, or maybe it would cause trouble, you know, if they were to reveal all of that. Now let's do the Kipper deck. Sunday messages to carry over for the week for the collective. What do they need to know? I feel like this thing seems a little light. Are there cards missing? I don't know. This seems a little light. Oh, come on. It's not one thing, it's another. Yeah, these cards, I don't know. I can just tell when I'm like missing a card or two. Any other readers that are watching this, can you do that too? It's like you feel the deck and you know something's missing. You can just, it's not so much you just feel it. Let me know in the comment section if you do that too. If you're like, wait a minute, and then you start counting your cards, you're like, yep, one card's missing. Let me just make sure it's not over here. Because sometimes if the kids are playing over here, they'll knock something down and they'll be nice enough to pick it up. It may not go back with the same deck, but at least they picked it up, and that's what counts. They tried. Okay. Well, I'm probably not going to be able to find it. I'm still going to use the deck. You know, hopefully I'm wrong and there's nothing missing. Because I don't see any of the cards if they were missing. Okay. All right. Okay, let's do the Kipper deck right now. Sunday messages to carry over for the week for the collective. What do they need to know right now? Sunday messages to carry over for the collective. What is it that they need to know right now? Coffin. Imprisonment. Sudden wealth. Occupation, mature woman. And despair in the reverse. Poverty, message of concern, and courthouse. Message. Okay, so somebody thinks that they're going to die in prison, or someone who's in prison wants to give you money, wants to give you something, wants someone to contact you to give you money or take care of you. There could also be somebody who is in jail, in prison, a thief. Somebody stole their money and now they don't have any money. Someone wants you to go check something out, handle something for them, and saying, you might not want to get involved. This could be dangerous for you. So you probably don't want to go and, confront, people like that. If you're not about that life, don't be about that life. Okay. Yeah, you don't want to go to a trap house and be like, a friend of a friend says you owe him 100 grand. Can I have it? You probably don't want to do that. You're not about that life. Don't pretend to be. Okay, now let's see. Tarot cards. Some good old tarot cards. All right. Seven of Swords want to come right out. All right. Sunday messages to carry over for the week for the collective. What do they need to know? Sunday messages to carry over for the week for the collective. What is it that they need to know right now? What is it? So it's saying here that your work is going to be worldwide. And there are a lot of people watching you secretly and cheering you on. There are some people that are watching you and they feel hurt or sadness or anger towards you. But it's saying other people in secret, they're cheering you on. It's saying here that you have more fans or more people that are proud of you than what you actually know. Yeah, there are some people who, they don't like you. But there are many, many people who are like, dang, do your thing. So maybe some of you, you're working on your health, you're working on your life, you're becoming more spiritual. Maybe you're parenting, maybe you're great parents. There's something that you guys are working on. Yep, Three of Pentacles, your job, whatever it is that you're working on. The Ace of Wands, the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Wands. Okay, guys, there is a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius that is doing work on you guys. Let me see what kind of work. What kind of work? They want to put you in the Hanged Man energy. So maybe somebody was able to attack you and cause you to wilt. Maybe somebody's words made you go, oh, you know what? Maybe it's stupid what I'm doing. I'm not going to do it anymore. But it's saying here that now that you are out of that hermit mode and you're hitting the ground running, whoever this air sign woman is, this Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, she wants to put you back down in the Four of Swords energy. She doesn't want you thriving and open and, living your best life. It's actually stressing this person out so badly because you're fulfilling a prophecy that they saw a long time ago. Yep, the Knight of Pentacles, unlimited success, more than what you need, living an abundant life, a happy life, love, happiness, security, purity. Somebody sees that. Yep, very stable. The Knight of Pentacles and stable. Yeah, so you just have somebody, Five of Swords, they're angry because they couldn't block you. Seven of Wands, you overcame whatever darkness somebody tried to send to you. It didn't pan out. So you guys have beat the enemy. But they're going to continue to try because they're hoping and praying that there's even a 0.5% chance that they can stop you. I'm available 365 days a year, 7 days a week, all holidays, every day. Yep. I offer same day readings and a $10 one question, one answer via email only. I have 2 other channels, Missing in Action Tarot and Jamie Zebra 23 Tarot. If you guys want to go over there, like, share, subscribe, and comment, that would be super duper lovely. Also, I've got products on my website. I typically ship out the very next day. No extra fees for shipping. Nope. Love you long time. Ta-ta for now. Oh, my only website is jamiezebra23.com. Ta-ta for now. Love you long time.